Welcome back to Red TV for the second half. Teams just coming out, along with referee George Salmond. 0-0, Aberdeen 0, Inverness, Caley Thistle 0. And if you have again just joined us, the sad news that came through during the first half that former Aberdeen manager Eddie Turnbull has passed away earlier on today. Very, very sad news indeed. A man who revolutionised the team when he arrived, and then went on to an unlikely Scottish Cup success against Celtic in the 1970 Scottish Cup final. We're underway here in the second half. Dons playing from right to left, attacking the goal in front of the RDS. Ball's in the hands of Jamie Langfield. He launches it long. Tokley's underneath it, heads it forward. Smith gets a touch, so too Vujadinovic. It's picked up for the loose ball by McDonald for Caley Thistle. Back to Cox. Cox tried a very ambitious first time pass out to the left. As it turned out, too ambitious because the ball went harmlessly behind for the first goal kick of the second half. No changes, and don't suppose that's any surprise, but equally I don't suppose it will be too much into the second half before perhaps either manager might want to freshen things up a bit.
I think it's more likely to be Inverness, Dave, because they've been really poor today. Aberdeen's obviously played well, but I expected more from Inverness today than they've shown, especially after a win in midweek.
Yeah, the Dons looked to be breaking, but Gilles did very well indeed, and then he clears and looking for Rooney, and Xander Diamond misses the flight of the ball. Rooney with a shot. That's their best chance so far in this match, and it wasn't that far away, just flashing past the left-hand post of Jamie Langfield.
Xander was totally caught out there with the way the ball went. David went over his head, and Rooney just gambled, and it almost came off for him. It was almost an impossible angle for him to score from, but it was close.
Goal kick, and that was a close one. Langfield takes the kick. Headed up in the air by Sutherland, back from Stevie Smith, looking for Maguire, but Monroe reads that one well, knocks it back to Essen. Essen's clearance so straight to Michael Payton. Payton tries to find Jack, which indeed he does. Jack now to Young. Young forward. Maguire tried to head it. I think he was looking for Nick Blackman, but got too much on it, and the ball runs through to Ryan Essen, playing of course against his former club. Long clearance headed down by Vujadinovic, will be picked up by Shawnee Aluko. Aluko decides to play it back the way to Stevie Smith. Smith forward, and Tokley taking no chances, just heading that one out of play and out for the throw-in. Aluko. Maguire to Milsom, back to Smith. Smith forward, over the too strong, cleared by Tokley, picked up by Rooney, under pressure, but then gives the ball away to Michael Payton, who slipped but recovered well. Payton, that's a good play, this time gets away from Gilles. Still Michael Payton tries to get the ball across, and it's bouncing about there. Eventually Cox does get, in fact it was Ross who got the ball away, and now forward come the visitors looking for McDonald, and that ball is cleared, picked up by Shawnee Aluko, and Aluko will come forward now for the Dons, plays it out to Maguire. Maguire's got Stevie Smith free to his left. There's men forward for this one, inside to Maguire again, and Chris Maguire gets the ball back. He will have a dig, he tries a shot, it's a deflection, and
offside,
Aluko, the flag's gone up as the ball went past anyway, but that was very close, Stephen.
It was brilliant play, David. Chrissy just cutting inside. He knew what he was going to do straight away. He's going to cut it on his right foot and try a shot, and Essen was really scrambling to get it away. Shawnee just gambled too early, otherwise he did a tap-in. He just went in too early, otherwise it could have been a goal for the Dons. But it's just similar to what we've been seeing for most of the game, Dave. They've been a better side and they're creating the better chances.
Okay, just I'm not fiddling around with you there, Stephen. There, I was just
I thought my luck was in there for a second.
It's just our Lisa has come to borrow the charger, as you do, and once I can extricate it from your headphones, I will pass that. Oh, there we go. I think. No, we don't. 4 minutes played in the second half. It's still goalless. Derek
I don't know
Young.
how it's goalless, Dave, for the amount of chances. I've had some of the best chances for a good while in this match. They really should be ahead.
That's a nice ball, no offside this time. It's Ryan Jack who runs onto the ball. Ryan Jack, great save, and it might still go in. It's off the bar from Ross Tokley. Corner kick for the Dons.
I think Shawnee's thinking Ryan should have passed it to him there, Dave, but he's well within his rights to have a dig there, because he's made a great run and the ball just sat up nice for him. And it was a good save again from Essen. Dave, he's had a few good saves in the match, but that's another great chance again.
Almost 5 minutes played. First corner of the second half from the Dons left. It's going to be Rob Milsom. Milsom takes it across. Vujadinovic misses it. Ball still bouncing about. Cali get it clear this time. Derek Young's in there with a header, and that's a great turn by Maguire. Finds Payton. Payton's brought down. That's going to be a free kick. It's McDonald again, who's not for the first time protesting his innocence.
He's a nippy wee player, isn't he? He likes to put his foot in.
On loan at Falkirk last season, Alec McDonald. Burnley player, and it's going to be a free kick. And this is a danger. It's only 20 yards out, wide on the right. It's going to be Maguire to take it. No, he leaves it for Milsom. Milsom plays it over, and that's headed behind, and it's going to be another corner kick.
Just total dominance from the Dons, Dave, has been from pretty much the start of the game. It's a really good performance. All that's missing is a goal. You just hope they get the goal they deserve, because when you keep plugging away like this and it doesn't come, then sometimes the head goes down.
Milsom will take corner kick number 5 for Aberdeen, second in this opening minutes of the second half. Over it comes, left-footed again, and it beats everyone again, but only is out to Payton. Payton tries to thread it forward. Duff manages to get it away, finds Sutherland. Sutherland lumps it down the park. There's only McDonald there. Stevie Smith with a good headed clearance, picked up by Sutherland, who'd continued his run as Cali try and come forward now. Cuts inside, still Cox forward, and that's a great saving tackle by Derek Young, and he's hurt himself in the process. Ball into the arms of Jamie Langfield. Langfield bowls it out to Shawnee Aluko, who's in a bit of space here. Thunders down the left wing. Aluko checks, cuts inside, and plays it to Maguire. Maguire dummies it, but it's missed out, and it's offside there, given against McDonald, who must have been in an offside position when that ball was played forward, taken quickly by the Dons. Here they come again with Maguire. Maguire threads it forward, looking for Blackman. Blackman doesn't get the right side of Tokley, who does well to touch it back
it's
to
coming,
Essen.
Dave. I just feel it's
coming.
coming.
Feel it has to come, because the dominance has been, and it's particularly since the start of the second half. There's Maguire, though, hooks it forward, and that's straight to Ryan Essen. So 7 minutes played in the second half. Still goalless, but the Dons and Craig and Archie must be wondering how on earth they're not out of sight.
It's not as if any of the efforts have been that poor. They've been forcing the keeper into making saves. Xander aside, his header aside, they've been forcing the keeper into making saves, Dave, but maybe they're just a bit more clinical. They have to be. You just hope their heads don't go down and think, oh, is it going to be one of those days?
Stevie Smith just trying to strangle Shane Sutherland as the pair go for the ball there. That's a free kick for Cali Thistle, down in front of us. And it's going to be Aaron Doran to take it. Midway inside the Aberdeen half, right beside the touchline on the right. Over it comes right-footed, and it's a header in, and it was Monroe at the back post, and it's quickly into the arms of Langfield, who wastes no time in playing it out to Maguire. Maguire can't get past Gillet. Gillet sticking to his guns, but then Maguire just leaves him for dead. Still Chris Maguire coming forward. Tried to thread it through, and he tried to find Shawnee Aluko, and just came off.
He's been outstanding again today, Chris, Dave. He's unplayable when he's in that form. His body strength is just sensational, and Gillet's got a good few inches on him there, but he's just out muscling him. He's been player of the year for me, Dave, by a mile, Chris. He's been absolutely outstanding.
Ball's gone out for a throw-in. It's gone the way of the visitors, and it will be Stuart Duff to take it. And it goes to Sutherland under pressure from Milsom. Knocks it back to Gillet. Gillet with far too much space. He tries the shot, comes off Jack, and that takes a sting. Falls for Milsom. Now here's Blackman. Nick Blackman goes on a run. Nice ball out to Ryan Jack. Jack just comes inside with the ball. He's got Milsom beside him. That's where the ball goes. Milsom out to Derek Young. Young then, big switch over to Stevie Smith on the left. Smith inside to Maguire, who just touches the ball away from Tokley and picks it up on the left. Into the middle it goes from Maguire, headed away by Monroe. Only as far as Milsom, who heads the ball into space where he thought there was an Aberdeen player, but it wasn't. It was Aaron Doran.
I just hope scouts aren't watching Chrissy today, Dave.
Long ball forward, gets the better of Nikola Vujadinovic, and here's McDonald cuts in, so that's good blocking by Xander Diamond, and then Aluko helps it on its way, and then Milsom just touches the ball to Stevie Smith as the Dons come forward once again. It's a good ball from Smith, looking for the run of Maguire, but Duff's back there as well, and Stuart Duff showing all his experience just to shoulder charge Chris out the way and gets the throw in for Inverness. Forward for Sutherland, who does well, brought down by Stevie Smith, who I think claiming that Sutherland dived, but
no, I don't think so.
It looked as though that was the right decision taken early. Forward for Rooney. Rooney with Vujadinovic clicking at his heels, and that's a good challenge from Vujadinovic, just sticks out a foot. Throw in to Inverness. Cally Thistle down to our right.
They're a wee bit in it, more in it this half. Inverness, they've at least they're troubling the Dons' defence, but Aberdeen's still the better side, but they're looking a wee bit more dangerous this half.
Ross plays it back to Tokley. Tokley into the middle, and that beats everybody.
Ball,
yeah, it wasn't the worst ball, but it ends up going out for a goal kick. Seagulls circling. They always know when the half-time pies have been, don't they?
See if we can get a ball into the box, see if one of them will nick it in.
Tried everything else.
Yeah. I wonder if Craig will be thinking, because it's a very young bench, Dave, but he was speaking about how much confidence he's got in the young guys, Nicky Lowe, Jordan Brown and Clark Robertson yesterday. Maybe young Jordan coming on.
Ball forward from Inverness, looking for Rooney. Diamond's back there, and Xander does well just to knock that one out of play. That'll be a throw-in to the visitors. Aaron Doran to take it. Decides to leave it for Kenny Gilly. Straight to Payton. The Dons thought lose out again. Cox, he makes a bit of a hash of it, but it falls for Sutherland. Tries a shot, and that's a great save from Jamie Langfield, and that was out of nothing, and that was almost the sucker punch that we spoke about.
That's all it takes, Dave, is an effort like that. Thankfully, Jamie was... I mean, it's difficult for him. He's had nothing to do, but his concentration is excellent, because that was a wonderful save. Looks as if it was heading for the top corner. Somehow he got his big hand to it and tipped it past the post. Wonderful save.
Corner kick to Inverness. Down to our right, Aaron Doran to take it. Outswinger with his right foot, and headed away by Diamond. Only as far as Monroe. He tried to hit it, came off Vujadinovic, picked up by McDonald. McDonald back to Monroe, a chance for Monroe to get it back into the danger area. Headed away by Vujadinovic again, then Blackman just touches it on for Chris Maguire. And the ball comes off Ross, and that will be a throw-in, taken quickly. Maguire looks for, almost a great ball for Ryan Jack, but just too strong, and runs through to goalkeeper Ryan Essen.
Ryan's making some good runs from that right hand side though, Dave. A couple of times he had that one, obviously the shot that Ryan saved, but then that was another good run as well. It's a part of his game that he likes to get in the box. Ball's been
cleared, picked up by Inverness again in the middle of the park. Here's Cox, switches to Stuart Duff. Duff forward, and Vujadinovic falls, and that will be a free kick. And that was an easy one there for the referee, Mr. Salmond.
Vujadinovic had a decent game today, Dave. He's done okay. He's thrown himself at everything.
Blackman gets up there. Header, but can't direct it anywhere other than out of play. Well, 14, almost a quarter of an hour gone. Stephen, what's Craig MC Brown? He's still got his hat on just now. What's he thinking?
I think he might be thinking about changing it, Dave. The Dons have played okay, and they've played well, really, and they've created a lot of good chances, but they're still not hit the back of the net, and he might be thinking about some of the young guys in there that you get Josh on the bench here, could get you a goal, just a big nuisance of a man. You always get Jordan Brown, Nicky Lord. Why not give the guys a chance? Because at the end of the day, I suppose if they get beat, it's going to be a disappointment, but it's not the end of the world, so give them a taste.
I think Eric Odiambo might be coming on for the Highlanders, but at the moment it's Inverness in possession with Lee Cox. Played out to Sutherland, rather to Doran on the left. Over it comes from Doran, but he gets that one all wrong, and that will be...
corner he's given.
Oh, I thought that was a goal
so
kick.
Did I, yeah.
So 15.5 minutes played. Inverness with their 5th corner of the match. From the left-hand side, Doran right-footed, over it comes, and that's just Nikola Vujadinovic just watches that one and makes sure that it is going behind, and that will be a goal kick.
Wee lull in the game.
Yeah, there's a wee lull again, yeah.
It's a shame when the pace is kept up in the game, Aberdeen look the better side, and they should try and up the tempo a wee bit again.
Well, we've played just over 16 minutes as Smith plays it long, but that's too long. And that runs all the way through to Ryan Essen. Enjoying the afternoon sun, I'm sure. Players out there, it'd be quite warm for playing, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a night lovely day, but as you said earlier on, Dave, it's not the same up the back of the stand.
No.
I can assure you.
It's still midwinter here. It's good play by Vujadinovic. Plays it forward to Milsom. Milsom forward to Blackman. Blackman felt he should have got a free kick there, but nothing given. But it's the Dons again.
Kilmarnock have taken a lead against Hearts, Dave.
Oh well, good for who's the scorer there?
Just check that one for you.
And here's Shawnee Aluko goes on a run, but just over.
Fowler, 55 minutes, Dave.
Well
they could get that, a good result for them.
It would be, as Eric Odiambo, as we said, prepares to become the first change, and it's Alex MacDonald, the player, to make way. Odiambo, the ex-Dundee United player.
He's a tricky player, Dave.
Yeah.
Some English
Josh
scores.
McGuinness.
Blackburn's 1-0 against Bolton. It's 2-0 to Fulham at Sunderland. West Brom, Aston Villa's 1 each now, and Wigan are still leading 1-0 against Everton.
Big one there. Blackpool against Stoke as well.
Yeah,
it's still 0-0.
That's 0-0, yeah.
Well, it's a double change. Pollitt, I see Pollitt and McGuinness.
McGuinness coming on.
Throw-in away to our left for Cally Thistle. Straight to Milsom. Milsom to Jack. Jack to Maguire. Maguire just turns. Still Maguire, and now here's Blackman. Blackman threads it through Payton. Payton to Ryan
tight,
Jack.
Dave,
It is all very tight, but fair play Inverness, not allowing the Dons much space.
Wonder where Michael might be one of the players coming off, Dave.
Smith into Maguire, but again it's cleared by Cally, and here's Odiambo with his first touch, and they've got 3 against 3 for the Dons. In fact, 4 against 3. He's played it out to Sutherland to his right. Aluko's back helping out, but in fact Sutherland is held back by Shawnee Aluko there, and that'll be a yellow card. Well, an obvious yellow card there for...
Fans not happy.
Well, they probably didn't see the fact it was an obvious shirt pull, and well, it's a free kick in a very dangerous position for Inverness.
You wonder whether they might think even about having a dig day for the left footer there. It was a good break from Inverness. Dave Odiambo did well, waited until for the run of Sutherland to the outside and just played a nice pass into him. 19
minutes played, still goalless. First goal you do think will be crucial. It's going to be Sutherland to take it. He does try the shot, and it's headed away by Stevie Smith. and out for the throw-in. That was good defending because that must have hurt.
Yeah, I thought from that position he was going to try a shot, so whoever's going to get in the road of that, it was going to be a solo.
Ball played into the middle, headed away by Vujadinovic. Ryan Jack helps it on, back it comes, and that's into the danger area, and then Langfield just pretended he was going to catch
just did
it
enough, Dave. I think the two
and
guys
allowed it to run out. Going to be the change now. It's going to be Blackman as one of the players coming off, and I think Michael Payton is probably the other.
Yeah.
So Nick Blackman still, he's not happy at coming off, I don't think. Not had a great time, to be fair to him, since he came to Pittodrie.
No, he's certainly not the player that was at Motherwell, Dave. Yeah.
Just hasn't run for him, but Michael Payton off and Peter Pollitt the man on now. So two like for like in terms of two attacking players off, two attacking players on.
It's and Big Josh, I'm sure he'll be getting stuck in into totally. No
Well,
doubt
that'll
about
be good to see as he gets an early touch. Across comes Stuart Duff just to knock that ball out of play. That'll be a throw-in. Throw-in to the Dons, which Stevie Smith will take. 21 minutes played in this second half, and they played to Maguire, who this time loses out, but he fights back and picked up by Stevie Smith now. Oh, tried the 1-2, didn't quite work there, and then Vujadinovic loses out to Rooney, and forward come Inverness. Ball's played across. Xander Diamond thought about lunging in there. It comes to Rooney into the middle, and then Derek Young just takes no chances and just gets rid of the ball.
They're looking more dangerous on the break, Inverness, this half, Dave.
Yeah. So, throw in to Inverness Calais Thistle. Stuart Duff to take it. Level with the 18-yard line. Plays it to Odiambo. Gets it back again from Odiambo. And that's good block by Peter Pollitt. Another throw. You do feel one goal might well be enough here.
Absolutely, David. They're not exactly been too prolific in front of goals. Either of the sides, Aberdeen obviously the worst offenders at that, but Inverness have had a couple of half chances this half. First goal's a winner, as you say, I think.
Yeah. Duff to Odiambo, gets it back. That's a good ball from Duff.
Free
and
kick,
it looked like a push on Derek Young from Aaron Doran.
Fairness to the Dons, Dave, they've defended any cross balls really well today. It's one of the weakness of this they've had during the season. They haven't attacked balls, but they've certainly done that today, and it's one of Inverness' strengths is set pieces and getting the big guys up there, but the Dons have defended them well.
Still 0-0 into the last quarter we go. Played long. Up goes McGuinness, but it's Cox there who just thumps it up the park. Back over his shoulder from Derek Young. Picked up by Ryan Jack, back to Young, who turns away from Doran, then plays it long, and that's a jersey pulling, says the assistant, who, it's funny how they choose when they want to assist, don't they? And sometimes they just sort of live up to their sponsors' namesakes. So
anonymous most of the time.
So ball forward, Odiambo. He's hit it too far ahead of himself, and runs through to Xander Diamond. That could have been dangerous. It runs through to Jamie Langfield rather. Langfield plays it out to.
The ref, no way the ref saw that.
No,
absolutely no way.
It's handball. Yeah, handball against Josh McGuinness, which did seem harsh. Ball's played long. Still danger not over. It might fall for Sutherland, and it's now Rooney. Tries a shot, comes off Diamond. Diamond then heads it into the air rather than away, but helped out by his captain Derek Young. Ball breaks back for Stuart Duff, but he plays it straight to Stevie Smith. Smith forward to Maguire, and Smith gets that ball back again, and Maguire back to help out. That's good play by Maguire, but Milsom slips and misses the pass, and it's picked up now by Odiambo, who cuts inside, tries a shot. And fortunately for Jamie Langfield, he was falling there as he took the shot.
He also nearly flicked the pass straight through to Rooney, Dave. I don't know, it might have been offside right enough, but it almost went right through to Rooney. It was such a poor shot.